Going live, going live. You are live. It says that I am live. All right, so I learned my lesson. Last show, the audio was muted. So now I got to make sure that my audio is working right here. Let's see if it's working. Gotta see, there's a little bit of a delay, so I gotta hear my voice, confirm the video, then we can start the show. All right. To me, it looks like we're live, but I don't see it here yet. Don't see it here yet. Waiting to see myself. Oh, there I am. Yay, I hear sound. Excellent. Hey there, my name is Peter Hartman. You're watching Bad Guru Nightly, and I am Bad Guru. This show is meant to serve as a reminder that your attention matters. You see, what we give our attention to becomes a greater part of our experience. We shape our reality with the power of our attention. So it's important to be deliberate. And I'm so glad you decided to be deliberate with me here. Tonight, we'll be talking about how I'm not a family guy. It's going to be a weird show, I know, because I did this show last night, but it was muted. You didn't hear anything, But now I've learned my lesson. Don't only check the video, also check the sound, both for the pre-show and the YouTube show, the full show. So, learning my lesson, we're going to do that again. It's going to be a hard lesson to learn. It's kind of disappointing because the show was pretty good. It was pretty good last night. If you want to watch that on mute, don't watch it on mute. But that just means we got to do an even better show today. And because the pre-show was weird today and not as good as yesterday, I got to even do an even better show here tonight. So we're going to be talking about how I'm not a family guy. We're talking about my family, your family, and all that good stuff. But first, how was your day? How was your day? Did you have a good day? Great day? Terrible day? Bad day? Okay day? So-so day? It was okay, Bad Guru. It wasn't a great day. It wasn't a bad day. It was just a day. Just a day. Was it sunny? It wasn't sunny. Did it rain? Didn't rain. Just overcast. Just one of those. It's just one of those days that a girl goes through, or guy, when you're angry inside, don't want to take it out on you. Folks, man, I hope you had a great day. I hope you had a fantastic day. Today is a great day to be alive. In fact, any day is a great day to be alive. But the reason today is so great, the reason today is so special is because today you had the ability to make a choice. You still do. You still got it. It's 9:42 p.m. here, Eastern Standard Time. You got the ability to make a choice. Every single moment of every single day, you have the ability to make a choice, a decision that moves you in the direction of who you want to be, who you're creating yourself to be, the direction of your desires, your purpose, your what's meaningful to you, towards that which you value, or not. You can move the other way, And I don't know why we do it. We all do it on a regular basis. We move it the other way sometimes, Like, you have the thought that says, hey, it'd be better if I do this. But then you don't. It'd be better if I did this. But then you don't. Why don't we do it? What's wrong with us? We're just human. We're only human. There's a song about only human, huh? Forget the singing, Peter. Okay? We got 2 shows to do tonight. All right? I got to do this show to make up for the last show. And then I got to do a new show later on tonight. So I can't dilly-dally. That show is going to be starting at around, I think, 10:15. Got to make sure about that. Thank you so much for watching the show tonight and for being patient. I know it was a little late to get the show started, but I'm super happy that you're here. That's a decision that you made. I hope that was constructive, that moved you forward, Hey, I'm going to listen to Bad Guru Nightly. I'm going to be reminded of the power of my attention. I'm going to ask myself, hey, what could I have done today that would have made my day better? And what could I do tomorrow that would make tomorrow better? It's important to have a moment of reflection, to look back at your day and ask yourself how it went. It's a habit of very successful people. They journal, externalize their thoughts, review their days, make plans for the future. And you can do that too. It ain't that hard. It might not be easy because you're out of practice. It might not be easy, but it is simple. Just sit down there and ask yourself, what happened today? How could I have influenced it? How can I influence tomorrow? Not rocket science, people. You can do it. You can definitely do it. All right. I really hope you had a great day, and I'm super glad that you decided to give me some of your attention here tonight. We're going to be talking about how I'm not a family guy. Oh, my God. I was just about to sing, and Just choking on my own spit. Lucky there's a family guy. Lucky there's a man who positively can do all the things that make us, you know the song, laugh and cry. Yeah, I'm not a family guy, you know. At least I wasn't. Growing up, man, I thought family, it's tough. Family is a tough thing. I don't know how many brothers and sisters you have. How many brothers and sisters do you have? Let me know in the comments if you want to let me know. How many brothers, how many siblings do you have? All right? I have 13 brothers and sisters. 13 brothers and sisters. Now, I didn't grow up with all 13 of them, right? Half of them lived in another city that I would go and visit every summer, and then some summers, I should say, and then the other half lived with me. You know, I had a lot of family members, okay? I had a lot of brothers and sisters to deal with and to learn from. You know, a big family, you know? So I don't know how many family members you had, and I don't know the experience that you had, but family is interesting. Family is tough, you know? You know what? When I was a kid, between the age of 0 and 8, I don't remember 0 very well, or 1 or 2. Between the age of 0 and 8, it was just me, my mama, and my brother. My brother, my mom, and I. We lived in a 3.5 here in sunny Montreal. Sunny year-round! Except when it snows most of the year. Here in Montreal, we lived in a kind of a poor neighborhood. I mean, I don't know if it's the poorest, probably is, but it was a poor neighborhood here in Montreal at the time, especially. And we lived in a 3.5, and it was us, and it was just this rosy experience. It was a lot of fun. My twin brother, my mama, and me. Pretty good, pretty easy experience, you know? Your mama? Well, I love my mama. My mama, we get along super well, you know, never had a bad day between the two of us in our entire lives. My mama and I, simpatico. My brother, twin brother, he might as well not have had a sibling. The guy was like playing with my own reflection, man. Yeah, he's just like me. Yeah, he has his own personality and idiosyncrasies. Is that how you say that word? Idiosyncrasies. I think so. You know, a peculiar person, but we were very similar, especially as kids, you know, very, very similar, you know. So playing with that guy, interacting with that guy was like interacting with myself, you know. So it kind of felt like I was an only child, but not really. And at the age of 8, my mom tells me, hey, guys, we're going to the airport. Huh? What? Airport? Why? I ain't never been to the airport. We're going to pick up your brothers and your sister. What? What? We're going to pick up your brothers and sister. 2 brothers, 1 sister, coming from Guyana. And honestly, I don't know if my mother told me this. You know, I got a terrible memory. But honestly, my mom never told me I had brothers and sisters. Certainly not brothers and sisters who were coming to Montreal. I had no clue. So there we are heading to the airport. I'm like, I'm going to meet brothers and sisters? No, these brothers and sisters, they came in, man, they had a culture shock, man. They were so different than me, than my brother and I. Never mind culturally different, they were just older. They're older than me, older than... So I was like 8 or 9, and they were, I think the youngest was 16, and then up, like much older. And they all came to live in our 3.5. In the house. Where I sleep. Where I eat and play with my toys. They came. And they conquered. Man. It was an interesting experience. Not knowing I had siblings. I mean, I knew I had siblings in Toronto. I knew I had siblings in another city, you know, who I never saw. I mean, I think I knew that. Did I know that at the age of 8? Probably not. I thought it was just me. And then here they come. And they're sleeping. We're sleeping in the same room. We're sleeping, we changed things up, right? Sometimes we'd all sleep in the same room. Sometimes I'd sleep in the living room with my 2 other brothers. And I had this older brother, and he'd fall asleep on the couch. And I knew exactly the moment he fell asleep, because every time he fell asleep, the moment he fell asleep, I don't know, his whole body relaxed, and I heard this sound. I tried to make this noise last time, and it didn't work. How did I do it? He'd fart. The moment he fell asleep, he just this long fart, like he'd been holding it in all day long. It sounded like a trumpet player who only knew one note. Anywho, I'd sleep with a can of air freshener by the couch because I'd spray the air because he'd fart. It wasn't terrible, Boys dealing with farts, that's not a difficult thing. But living in a house with all those people, living in a 3.5 sharing room with like a bunch of us, it was complicated. And never mind, they had very different personalities. They were an interesting group. All three of them distinctly different. And learning how to deal with them, my God. Learning how to deal with them was trying. Took energy. Sometimes it was hella fun. Other times, very difficult. The thing about family is that you get to learn things that you might not learn with friends or acquaintances or the people out in the world. You can't get rid of your family. I mean, not easily. There are ways. I know a guy. But you can't really get rid of your family that easy, And that's actually one of the biggest benefits, Especially if you have siblings who are different than you, who act differently than you, different ages, whatever it is. Siblings you don't get along with for some reason or another. They force you to learn how to deal with difficult people, how to deal with different people. And I count my blessings every gosh darn day from my family, from my brothers and sisters that I grew up with, the brothers and sisters who were different than me, the brothers and sisters that taught me how to interact with people. Man, my family ranged from all kinds, right? Easy to deal with, difficult to deal with, silent types, talkative types. It was just like a great education. And because of them, I know for a fact, because of them, I'm a better speaker today. I'm a better leader today because I learned how to deal with those people. I don't mean those people. I mean people, my family. So I didn't know they existed, and they came over and they lived with us, and I learned some valuable lessons. Now, I don't know your experience with your family, but they're teaching you something. I meet people on a regular basis. They either have great times with if they have a great time with their family, I rarely hear about it. They tell me when things go terrible, when things go badly for them, when they don't get along with their siblings, then I hear about it, right? They got a lot to say about it, Some people have had some really tough experiences with their family members, I totally get it, man. But man, the value that they provide you, especially the difficult experiences, they teach you more than anything. They teach you more than anything how to become creative, how to calm yourself down, how to value people. I value people highly. Now, I wasn't a family guy. I was always trying to avoid family. When I left, moved out of my house, I just said goodbye to my family, and I never really interacted with them. And I wish I didn't. I mean, I don't really have many regrets. I try not to hold on to those things. Very, very, very few important regrets. But I kind of regret not being more of a family guy. Not learning even more with them, not engaging even more. I always want to run away. People tend to want to run away from their problems. It's the most efficient way of dealing with your problems, right? If you can run away from them, whoa, that doesn't take a lot of energy. But I ran away from my family, and I didn't interact with them. But now, these days, I'm interacting with them more and more. Now, these days, I'm spending more and more time with them. Now, these days, I'm trying to help out. I'm trying to communicate. I'm trying to be a family member to them. And I'm loving it. I really am enjoying it. I ain't a social cat. But there's something about dealing with my family, all that backstory, all the history that they come with, all their different personalities. I've grown as a person, so I know myself more. I know how to place myself. I know how to interact with them. And it's so much fun. It's so good to be a family guy. Lucky there's a family guy. Lucky there's a man who I learn. Maybe you have difficulty dealing with your family. But family, the one thing the thing it taught me the most was to value every human being. Look, if I had met these people on the street, I might not even have given them a second look. But because they were my family, I was able to dive deep and recognize their true value. Man. They were there for me, supported me. We were in the fight together. And we were dealing with the mess of being poor and living in uncomfortable situations. We all did it together in the foxhole together. And I was able to look into their eyes and look into their hearts and know their minds and know their souls. And I saw that people who I might have criticized, had I not known them, had value, incredible value, not just to me because they were my family members, but as human beings because of their contribution to the world. And when I'm talking about valuing family, I'm not just talking about your biological family, the family that you're born with. I'm talking about the family you choose. I've met friends who have chosen to become a part of my life, people that have chosen to care for like I care for my own family. And they show me value too. They show me the value of a human being. All human beings have value. And I remember I've talked about this in other videos. You are worthy, you have value. But practicing seeing the value in other people, that's really important, folks. Practice seeing the value in those around you. Everyone around you, they have value. I'm trying to remember what I said in the last episode, but I don't want to hold myself to it. The point I want to make is I wasn't a family guy, but I'm becoming a family guy because I'm appreciating the value of human beings. And it was actually easier for me to value the people that I came into contact with who weren't my family because, they didn't rub me the wrong way. Your family can rub you the wrong way. But once I started applying appreciation and value, seeing the value of my family members, then things really started kicking into gear. Then I really began to understand what it really means to be a human being in a community, in a society, to care about your fellow man, to love them. I grew up in a church environment. I grew up in church, and Jesus would say to love thy neighbor as thyself. And you think to yourself, why the hell would I do that? Why the hell would I love my neighbor like I love myself? My neighbor ain't me. But when you love your neighbor as you do yourself, that's a command to care for your fellow man. That's a command to care for your neighborhood, for your society, for your community. It's really important. When we value the people who are around us, even those people we don't know, even the homeless on the street, even the person on the bus who's yelling and screaming, when we value all people, police officers and politicians and CEOs and teachers, when we value people, we create a society that works better, that is more cohesive, that lasts longer, that helps each other. And I want to expound the value of caring. I want to expound how important it is to care for people, to value who they are. And it starts with family. Look, I'm going to take a quick moment here before the end of the show to thank you so much for your attention. Please like and subscribe to like this video if you liked it. You can even dislike it if you dislike it. When you like my videos, it really helps me to be found and to be seen. So if you like what I'm saying, then take a moment to like this video. You can like all my videos if you want to, and subscribe to the channel. You can hit the bell in order to be notified. Part of why I do this show is that I kind of want to talk to my family. And maybe they're not going to watch the show, on a nightly basis, but one day they might see an episode or a few. They might see this episode. And I wanted them to know how much I care about them. They might not know. Maybe I didn't tell them how much they taught me in life. Maybe I didn't communicate how much I appreciate them. My life would be totally different and far lesser had I not known these people. My family, my brothers and sisters. Thank you so much for being a part of my family. Thank you so much for being there. And thank you for watching. I consider you to be a part of my family. Every single day, I treat every human being that I meet like they're my brother and sister. And I learned that because of my brothers and sisters growing up. These people came into my life. I didn't even know they existed. I wasn't imprinted with them year 1, year 2, year 3. They just came into my life. And I had to find some way of meshing my life with who they were. And I feel like that's a lot of what we do in society. Whether you're moving to another city, going to another job, moving to another neighborhood, you're like finding ways to mesh and connect with the people who are around you. And I learned that at the age of 8 when those sons of guns came into my home and made it theirs, slept in the same room that I slept in, caused me trouble and disruption, and also played with me and celebrated with me and laughed with me. I was not a family guy, but I am definitely becoming a family guy now. Joanne, thank you. Thank you for watching. Samantha, see that heart? Thank you for watching. And thank you to everybody who's watching this show. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. I know you can be watching anything. You can be doing anything right now, but you're watching me. Whether it's in the present or in the future, I appreciate you. And I want you to become part of my family. You can join my family, the Happy for a Change audience, facebook.com/Happy for a Change. Join the Happy for a Change audience right there. And I will do my best to recognize your value, expound upon that value, and demonstrate my value to you. Creating the largest audience of deliberate people who are willing to give their attention to great ideas. And a great idea is valuing your family. I know they're miserable. Some of them can be really miserable sometimes. You're like, my God, are you really my family? But the ones who cause you the most trouble teach you the most. And the same is true for the friends that you meet, for the co-workers in your space, for the people on your transit between work and home. Everybody. Kind of a part of your extended family. And finding their value is very important. Thank you so much for commenting. Thank you for liking my video. Thank you for subscribing. All of that really matters. Your attention matters. I got to get ready to do the show. I got to do a second show now. This was just to get that show. The show I did yesterday was muted. It was silence. You couldn't hear me. And by golly, I'm not going to let a day go by without doing a proper show. So here I did a show today. I'm going to do a new show right now. So if you want to watch the pre-show, you can head over to facebook.com/Happy for a Change, and I'll be popping over right over there to do the pre-show. And then you can watch the show on YouTube, or just stay here and come back on YouTube later on. That's going to be around 10:10, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to be doing that show. We're going to be talking about Nature Now. That video by Greta Thunberg that's going around, millions and millions of views. And I want to ask the question, is the Nature Now video optimistic or pessimistic? In the Facebook group I talked about, in the Happy for a Change audience, I posted that poll and that question, and it was really fascinating to see the various comments that were there. If you want to see those comments, you can go to the facebook.com/Happy for a Change and join the Happy for a Change audience Facebook group, and you can see that there, and you can even vote in the poll. It's a very interesting video. We're going to be playing the video on the show tonight. It's about 3 minutes and 39 seconds. Not about, I think it's exactly that. And then we're going to commentary, and we're going to talk about it and see how that goes. So if you want to go and join my family and vote on that poll, love to hear your opinion. That's it for me, folks. I'll be heading over to Facebook doing the pre-show. Then I'll be back here at 10:10. And if you feel like watching, I really appreciate it. If you watch that in the future, I love that too. Thank you for liking the video, and thank you for subscribing. Hit that bell so you know when Bad Guru Nightly goes live. My name is Peter Hartman. You're watching Bad Guru Nightly, and I am Bad Guru. Good night, folks. See ya. See ya soon. See you very soon. Thank you for watching. My goodness, you guys are so awesome. My goodness, I love you guys. My family, my digital family. Digital, get down. Just you and me.